The Clematis is blooming. Nellie Moser. She's just a baby. Tropicana. Ooh, that looks like a green spider mite, maybe. Tropicana lilies came up. They're cannas, and Tropicana is the name. Flower seeds coming up, and that little round-shaped leaf looks like a passion flower vine. They'll be volunteering everywhere. Gladiolas are popping up. And I dug around in my straw and I saw I have a whole bunch of russet potatoes coming up. Need some sunlight. And they need a little help. These are doing good, but these were coming up and they were staying too dark, so I pulled the straw back. Radishes and peas are up now. Can't see much, but my shadow. Wasn't having any luck, so like Essayon's family garden was, so I went ahead and put my sweet potatoes in the soil, see if I can get some slips. With these Daphne or moonflower seeds popping up. The Gerber daisy from last year. And I took Susie Q's advice and I put some coffee grounds around my peony, but still have some ants, but I also sprinkled it with cinnamon and I got rid of the ants for about an hour and now they're back, so it's okay. Won't be weeding out this edge of my perennial bed until my vinca seeds pop up from last year. But this is where on the edge of my yard, but I've got some tarragon planted underneath this big roseberry. This rosemary's getting older. It's probably about 10 years old. I've cut quite a bit out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and let the tarragon grow. And we got some little tiny baby tarragon seeds coming up in the sand. And my salvage flowering almond, the flowers are dying now, but it's starting to take root. The leaves are starting to come out good, so I'll cut that back after all the flowers die. My blushing bride hydrangea, it gets baseball-sized flowers on it that are pink, and I repositioned it this year. It used to be at my shed. And it's all coming up nicely from the ground, you can see. Now it does bloom on 2-year wood, that's why I left these few stalks. But it looks like it's going to be happy here. Here's my oleander. It was about 3 foot high last summer. It's got a hot pink bloom. So it looked dead because they don't survive the overwintering in North Carolina. Not where I am. I'm in the 95 corridor in the Sandhills, but as you can see, I put some rich compost dirt around it and I cut it all the way back, and there's little babies coming up. And with my Monarda, it's getting really tall now, starting to. Irises are getting ready to bloom. Just a nice iris bloom coming on. But with my Monarda, I tried an experiment and did a little bit of praxis method pruning on the tops of it to see if I can actually get it to be thicker and spike out more. And so what I did was I just took the nice growing tips like this and just pinched a few out to see if I can get them to branch. Now I don't know if they will, because I'm not sure if that's this plant's habitat or its style of growing, but I thought it couldn't hurt to experiment with a few of them and see if I can get them thicker, because Bee balm is so top heavy with all the flowers in the pods. At the end of the summer, it tends to start falling over. So salvia is starting to come out nice. I might do another trim on that. And I still got a lot of vetch and stuff to pull out of here. But the problem with that is that there's so many volunteer plants that are rooting themselves that you have to be careful, because when you're pulling out the weeds, they can... See, this is a volunteer salvia. This is that red and white salvia. You have to worry about what you're going to be pulling out. Dianthus is getting pretty tall and doing good. This crazy little greenhouse. I took a Lipton tea jug and I cut the bottom off. And I put a juice container like that apple juice comes in. And I glue gunned it to the bottom. And these are canary melons. Oh, the glue didn't hold. But these are canary melons. They came up in like 3 days. And so I'm going to pot those and put those into pots until I can make a big bed for them outside. I love canary melons. They're yellow. Yeah. I planted them on the 8th. Today's 11th. So it only took a couple days. And it is Thursday and it's like 74 degrees out here. Sorry about the crappy update the other day. I was having a day, but everything's right in my world. I have a little kitty that is like 8 years old now, and I was able to get her spayed yesterday. She has feline asthma, and she has been to 4 vets, and nobody would touch her. They didn't want the risk or the liability, so I finally found a wonderful vet. She intubated her and got her spayed and did a nasal decalcification and scraped out her nasal cavity, and she's healing up great. My bitty kitty came home the other day, and my neighbors just came home, so my dogs are barking. But anyways, it's just a little walk around the yard and the things that are coming up, and I got errands to run, so I'll be going out to do all those now. And I just wanted to thank everybody who watched my videos, and I'm back to cheerful and sunshiny again. Thanks. Have a great day.